that accept people in, but accept people in situations, those who don't, which don't change also. Keep your mind free at any cost, that is it. Your enthusiasm, that activity in the consciousness, keep that alive. Only when you embrace the unchanging also changes. Because nature of the world is unchanging. Why he said that? Because he knows sometimes we get stuck in the unchange. When your situations don't change for a while, you fall backward into this notion it is going to stay forever. See, for the last 1 year I'm like this. For the last 5 years I'm like this. I have this disease for the last 20 years. I have got this for the last 50 years. We start getting set in our mind in that pattern. And we forget the impermanence. If not, then after you die, it will not come back in the next life. It is still impermanent. We see life in a very linear way. We see it only the life that we see right now. Is that our life? No, our life is immortal. There's so many births, both sides. So, understanding, knowing the impermanence. When you see something changing, people have problem with change and people have problem with non-change also. If your wife or husband changes, you think, oh, I was happier the way you were before. And if they don't change, why don't you change? And the moment they change, why have you changed? What happened to you? You are not like how I met you 10 years ago. So, if you get caught in this change, non-change, you are finished. Because change or non-change, both are going to disturb you. People who didn't have money, prayed for money, Goddess Lakshmi became happy, gave them some money. Oh God, it was better I had less money. I don't know how to manage. My relatives and all are so jealous of me, they're trying to steal off. I can't sleep at night anymore because I have money. I need my sleep back, take the money away. Isn't it? Change or non-change, either way recognize the impermanence of everything. Because anyway it is going to change. Because activity is change. There is no choice. And everything in this air, in this field called prana, is bubbling with activity. Isn't it? Even your cells are not the same every moment. There's new blood. Isn't it? And those who have not done the art of living, new toxins. Activity. So beautiful. So first is Soham, remembrance of the Master. And Kriya and Sadhana, all that, what does it do? It brings the remembrance of the Master much more stronger in you, isn't it? It connects you with Soham, I am that. And that is the Guru. Make sense? Second, impermanent. Third, seeing every experience as cause and effect. Okay. When an experience happens, what do you see first? If it's a bitter experience, what happens to you?
Why is this?
Immediately when an experience happens, you are caught in that effect of the experience. You feel sensations in the body. Body becomes tense. Your breath changes. It leaves and becomes shallow. What else happens? Your mind starts clinging to the negative. Yes?
Yes.
Whenever there is an adverse situation, whenever there is a situation which is not favorable to your mind or to your notion of how life should be, isn't it? What else happens? What is the effect when you have a bitter experience with people or situation is giving you some bitter experience, what happens to you?
You shrink in.
You lose your
Prana gets
Yes,
depleted.
Yeah.
Yes?
Yes.
When the prana is depleted, obviously negative emotions. What else happens? What are the effects?
Body starts to show manifestation.
You get headaches, back pains, shoulder aches. What else happens? What are the effects of every situation? What else changes happen in you when you go through it?
I think sometimes you tend to universalize, like this person always does this.
Blame.
Absolutely. Absolutely. What you also do is you generalize and eternalize the problem, the situation. Isn't it? You think it's going to stay for eternity. You eternalize everything. What other effects are? You also generalize. If one person cheated you, you'll think everybody is like this in the world. Isn't it? Generalize everything very quickly. If you see one alcoholic, you see, the world is going to disaster. See people everywhere people are meditating, my friend. The world is changing again. The reason we feel shaky when there is an adverse situation is because we are caught in the effect. When you remove your attention from the effect of the circumstance and attach to the cause, you start looking at the cause, not at the effect. Then your mind goes to a higher plane. Then you cannot be touched by the effect anymore. The reason situations and problems are able to shake you up left and right is because you're stuck in the effect. You're stuck in the happening, you're stuck in that experience. You're stuck in the people who are causing it, and you're stuck in the objects which are causing it, and you're stuck in the event fully. You're not able to rise above it. So, knowing or putting your attention into the cause rather than the effect keeps that activity alive in the consciousness, enthusiasm alive in the consciousness. Okay, the effect is that somebody is rude, somebody is angry, somebody is not letting you do the work that you want to do. What is the cause? Now, you are always stuck in that effect. Look at this person, he doesn't. You beat yourself up day and night and cry and sob and go through all that saga, isn't it? Have you ever stepped back and thought, what could be the cause? What is it that why is it? What is the cause that this person is behaving like this? People cannot understand the relationship of cause and effect. That is why Guruji has made it so smart, like as I was saying, converting a mountain of knowledge into a mustard seed. Don't see intentions behind other people's mistake, because you will never know why they are behaving like that. The cause is, you will never understand. Oh, you can understand when you rise in that intuition and that. Through this dhyana marg, through the jnana marg, through meditation and knowledge, you can raise your consciousness to know the cause. When you're aware of the cause, then what happens in the effect will not affect you at all. Somebody suddenly lost a job, shattered, finished, closed the door, wanting to commit suicide. People commit suicide. When the recession happened, what and all has happened? Why? They just look at the effect. And they're so convinced that this effect will stay forever. Eternalized the effect and stuck in that. That is it. Causes disturbance in the mind. Look at the cause. That is why Guru says, don't see intentions behind other, not just people. Don't see intentions behind experiences also. Your own life experience. There are many factors which contribute for every event to take place in your life, every situation to come in your experience. There is a purpose, there is a mission.